I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about price action in this video. You might be struggling how to read it. You might not know what's an uptrend, what's a downtrend, what's a consolidating market, and you're trying to add as many indicators and lines and whatever else to try to understand the trend. It's very, very easy. It's very simple. And once you understand, I promise you'll start removing as many indicators as you can off the charts to keep it as simple and as clean as possible. What's an uptrend? This, yeah, perfect example. Where prices moved up, made a higher high, made a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And now it might come back down or it might go up again. I don't know. No one can read the future. When you're looking for a trend to set your daily bias for trading for the day, you need to start on the higher time frames. Look at the weekly, look at the daily. There's less noise on those charts and it's easier to spot a trend, because if you're doing all of your bias and looking at the 15-minute or the 5-minute or the 1-second chart, you might think this is in a downtrend, and every time I enter I get faked out or I get stopped out or it goes against me. The market's out to get me. But realistically, the market's not out to get you. You're out to get yourself, because the overall trend is up and you are here trying to trade this pullback, thinking the market's in a downtrend, and then it bounces and it pushes back up and it stops you out. The trend is your friend. Trade with the trend, and you need to find it on the daily or the weekly chart. Either works, but the reason why you're getting stopped out all the time is because you're not looking at the macro trend. You're looking at the micro moves and then wondering why you're continuously getting stopped out. The market will move in 3 ways. In an uptrend like we just went through, it'll move in a consolidating way where it makes equal highs and equal lows. It has done it just here. Yes, it might look like it's made a little bit lower, a little bit lower, a little bit lower, but it's in a consolidating range right here. This is a consolidating range where price has no clear direction. It's just making equal highs, making equal lows. It wasn't until it broke that it moved up into this uptrend. The final way the market will move is in a downtrend where it'll make a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. This is what you would call a downtrend. So dependent on how the market is moving that day or that week, we'll be able to indicate whether you're looking for shorts, longs, or both, depending if the market's consolidating. When I first started trading, I had a little bit of trouble thinking, what's a trend? What's the break of trend? This example here, you can see that price moved up, made a higher high, made a higher low, then made a lower high, higher low, higher high. This is more realistic on how the market's going to move. The market's never going to move picture perfect. It could make a higher high and then make a lower high and then a higher high and then a lower high and then higher high, higher low, higher high, lower high, higher low, sorry, higher high. This is generally how the market's going to move. The market's never going to move as perfect as what you might want it to. The difference is, when is the trend actually broken and what indicates that, rather than just the price action. Here, this is a perfect example. As you can see, prices moved up, made the higher high, made the higher low, made the lower high, higher low, and it made a higher high. As it's come down, price did make a lower low because it closed lower than this low here. And then when it pushed up, it's made a lower high. It made it lower than this one here and a lot lower than here. This would indicate a shift in trend. And as you can see, it broke down and it fell off a cliff. Just because price makes a lower high and then a higher low in the trend doesn't indicate it's a full trend reversal. So this does not mean the trend has changed. What you'll find is there may be a stacked order of liquidity here that price needed to sweep before moving up in the new direction. What would indicate a change of structure is if price came here, it was bouncing, consolidating, and then broke lower, and then failed to break that level and then push down. That would indicate a change of structure, not this or this here, because usually price will have its main structural levels, and once they break, that is usually when the trend, sorry, I should say, the trend will change. This is what you need to be looking for, because sometimes it can get a little bit confusing. You think, well, when's the trend change? What's a, break of structure or whatever it might be. But realistically, you need to wait for major levels to be broken. So for Bitcoin here, for example, just get up this. So this here, if this level broke, price would be in a downtrend. It came up, bounced, as you can see here, bounced off this level, broke through, came back, held at this level, and it made a higher low, and now it's bounced up and it's made a higher high. If price had have broken down, we would have been in a downtrend because it failed to hold that level, and it would have done the opposite. It would have bounced here, and then moved down. Or it could have bounced and bounced through. I don't know. No one knows. I'm not a fortune teller. I just predict absolutely nothing. I just react to the markets. But that's simply the basis of price action. Now, every indicator takes data from price action. Having more indicators on the chart is not going to be able to make it easier for you to read price action, because there's going to be too much going on the charts. You're not even going to be able to see the price action. You're going to have that many lines and indicators and Bollinger Bands and Fibonacci retracements and EMAs and SMAs and VWAPs and RSIs and the MACD and the volume and all this stuff on there. It's going to be hard to read price action. If you want to become profitable in trading and you want to understand how the market moves, price action is king. It always has been, it always will be. Everything is derived from price action. Every single strategy, every single indicator reads price action. Understanding which way the market is going so that you can make better decisions with your trading is what's going to get you profitable. There's no point shorting an uptrend or longing a downtrend or selling the bottom in a range or buying the top in a range because you think that price is going to go up when it's clearly in a range. So understanding price action is the key to helping you make better decisions in the market. It will stop you getting faked out. It'll stop you getting frustrated thinking the market's out to get you when it's not. You just need to learn how to read price action better. Starting on the weekly, starting on the daily, and then work your way down. Start on the weekly and have a look. Is price in an uptrend? Is price in a downtrend? Price consolidating? Let me get my daily bias before I start making any decisions in the market. Because if you just jump in and say on the 15-minute and, oh, it's the EMA cross and that's my signal to go long or go short and jump in, and then the market goes against you straight away because you got faked out because the market was in a slight pullback in an uptrend and you thought it was going to go down further because the EMAs crossed and you didn't really look at price action or what the market was actually doing, and that's what got you stopped out. So take the indicators off. Take the indicators off. look at the price action, get your daily bias, and then go from there. Everything you need for trading is right here on the charts, a blank chart. Now, I'm not saying indicators are bad when used sparingly, but everything you do, every trade you take, every move in the market, the fundamental and the base of everything needs to be planned around price action, whether an uptrend or a downtrend, consolidating, whatever it might be. And if you're unsure, go on the higher time frames. Click on the weekly, click on the daily, click on the monthly if you want to, and get your bias. And then if you're a scalper, jump on the lower time frames and scalp in the direction of the market. Scalp every long during the pullback. Whatever it might be. I don't know. You trade however you want. The easiest way to move forward is with price action and then keeping things simple and managing risk. If this has helped you, please drop a comment. Please have a like and subscribe if you want to, but I'll see you on the next one.